I'd really like you to read in Mark 16 from verse 14 to the end, and just think about it. I'm not going to tell you what it says, but I'm going to talk about it, because if you don't think that scripture is literal, and particularly in the Gospels, you know, we are meant to take it literally. And I'll just say the notes that I made around this scripture. Because when Jesus spoke, it was a directive that he gave: go and do. Why would he give them something to do which could not be done? His statements are cut and dried. In this verses, he says that if they believe, they're saved, and if they don't, they're condemned. Simple as that. The scriptures are a culmination of everything he taught them over the last 3.5 years. Do it, believe it, and nothing can defeat you. And if you look through that, and through the scriptures and all the things that Jesus did, that's what he's saying. Jesus also said in verse 17 that these signs will accompany all those who believe. And this is critical. This is not just saying that those who believe I exist, but those who believe in everything that I've said. This is Jesus speaking. Then they're taught and given by example. Jesus knew when he was speaking to his disciples, he knew what their frailties were. If you read through the scriptures, all the times that he had to rebuke his disciples because they went to sleep, they weren't praying. He knew what their frailties were, but he believed that they were capable of following his instruction, which is why he left and why he gave them very straightforward instruction. But Jesus knew that God's power could overcome everything. After all, he was a man too, as we are men too. And when something that comes along that has the potential to slay us then and knock the wind out of us, that's when we need to take time to spend with Jesus, because he will quickly restore us. During his ministry, Jesus had to step away at times to be with his Father. And for those of us that are born again, then it's essential for us to do that, to be with Jesus and spend time. Jesus was God and man, but we're man with God. It's like we were defeated almost before we began because of that. But Jesus has made a way right for us and made a way that we can live in victory. Jesus' whole ministry was about victory from the beginning right the way through to the end, with his miracles, the things that we can overcome. And we can only do these things with God. Of course, we have to be careful, because Satan also has learnt to replicate and infiltrate in all these things. So don't let Satan infiltrate you and take your blessings and take your faith and ruin it.